What is poppin' YouTube? It's your boy Sontwisted. Welcome to PC Central. And today I wanted to come to you guys to talk about something that was on my mind. After I did the last video about how to get started on YouTube, my boy Go Perverted did a video also about getting started on YouTube and getting big, where he was saying basically that it doesn't matter how much of yourself you put in the video, how much you present your personality, how much hard work you put in. What causes YouTube channels to get big is distinction. And I actually agree with that. My video wasn't really about how to get big on YouTube. It was about how to present yourself if you're just starting off, what your main focus should be on. But he's absolutely right about the fact that if you're trying to get big, distinction is what's going to make you big, meaning you have to be bringing something to the table that either very few or no one else is already doing on YouTube. Because it doesn't matter what it is you do. You could have the best commentary, you could have the best editing skills, you could be the sickest player at the game, you could have all those things going on in your video, but the problem is your title, your description, and your tags are going to be exactly the same as the next guy who has the shittiest quality video, shittiest gameplay, most boring commentary, simply because you're doing the same kind of video. So you're just gonna get lumped up in the same group of garbage YouTube videos that everybody else gets grouped into, because you may be doing it better, but you're doing the same thing. And when people search for videos, it's your title, description, and tags that make the videos, that find the videos that you're searching for. So everybody who has, for instance, a Skyrim video, your title, your description, and your tags are going to be something related to Skyrim and, RPGs and gaming. So even if you're the best of the best, you're going to get lumped in there with those other garbage individuals. And if those other garbage individuals have more subs than you and more views, their videos are going to pop up first. Even if your videos pop up on the first page, how many videos do you think new people are going to read or are going to watch? How much craposity you think they're going to sit through to get to your video? If you're number 5 and the first 3 videos are trash, they're going to leave. They're like, these dudes are garbage. These are horrible videos. I can't even sit through anymore. And they're never going to find you. So you need to be putting out something unique. Either you're putting out the content before everybody else, or you're putting out something that other people are not putting out. And that got me thinking about life in general, because it seems like life doesn't work on the principles of integrity and fairness and, who's actually the better person, or who's more skilled, or who's more talented, or who works hard. It's based off of, who's willing to do whatever it is to get the recognition. And you can see that in anything. You go look at the music. Some of the best artists out there, they're not selling records, but these garbage artists who just terrible are moving, millions of copies of their trash ass music. Why? Because they're taking advantage of whatever the hell it is that's hot now. People want to dance, they're taking advantage of it. Same thing, you look at YouTube. Some of the channels that are the biggest, they're not the best. They don't have the best content. They're not the best commentaries, but they're willing to do some of the stuff that you look down upon, that you frown upon, that you say is disgusting. I mean, take FPS Russia, for instance. All that stuff that he was doing with the miscategorizing of channels and all of this stuff that we feel is wrong and disgusting. He was at 300,000 subs when he started doing that. Right now, he's at, I think the last time I checked his channel, he was at like 1.8 million subscribers, and that boost came from all of that stuff that he was doing. While the rest of us are sitting here playing nice and playing fair, and our channel is seeing no growth, he did whatever the hell he had to do. The fact that we all think that it was dirty and it was wrong stop his channel from growing? No. The fact that we thought what we were doing was right help our channels grow? No. So then it begs the question then. In life, should you be focused on, living in the boundaries of these arbitrary rules that humans make up? Because it seems like the universe does not operate within those rules. Whoever, if you want something, you go take it. You don't sit there and ask anybody's permission or play by their damn rules or worry about whose toes you step on or, whose feelings you hurt. This is what I want. This is what I need to do to get there. I'm going to do it. And you do it and you get rewarded for it. They're not getting punished for it. People are thriving. You can go in that. Yes, there's some people that they do quote unquote illegal shit and they get caught and they get put away. But I'm talking about in general picture. We all notice it. Just like why is it that the bad guy gets all the girls while a good dude gets overlooked? Why is it the hard worker will get fired from a job or the talented employee will get let go, but the shitty employees still have a job because they're playing the system and they're making their numbers or whatever criteria it is that you're judging on. They make it look good even though they are the shittiest, half-ass, shiftless, lazy bastards out there. But they're taking advantage of what needs to be taken advantage of. Basically, they're playing the game. They're abusing the rules, but they're playing the game. And you're not playing the game. You're sitting on the fucking bench because you're worried about stepping on somebody's toes. Sometimes you got to get in there and throw elbows at people. And this is my question to you. Do you feel that that's the way life is? Do you feel that, that's just a few people who can get away with that? Or do you feel like generally that's how the world works? Because, even you really look at the world, 1% of the population has all the money. And look at all the bullshit that they do. They're raising taxes on people. They're jerking people left and right. They're destroying people's pensions and futures and stealing people's money, and then turn around and the very people that they fucked over and caused them to not be able to pay their bills, we're bailing them out of their company crashing and turning to shit. But where's our bailout at? The 22 million Americans unemployed, their bailout ain't nowhere. Unemployment is bullshit. If you don't know, the amount of money unemployment pays you, it's bullshit. They pay you 60% of whatever you were making at your current job. And for most people, you're already living paycheck to paycheck when you had a job. Now, subtract 40% of that. What the fuck are you going to do with that? So, it seems like the universe, like to me, the way I've always said this, the world is simple, but people make it complicated. To me, the world works on a cause and effect relationship with everything you do. If you're hungry, you eat, you're not hungry anymore. If you're thirsty, you drink, you're not thirsty anymore. But people overcomplicate this shit and start putting all these rules and boundaries and bullshit around stuff, and it makes it more difficult to accomplish what it is you're trying to accomplish, because now you got to butt heads against the bullshit that people are putting into situations. And the people who say fuck that and don't follow your rules, they're basically saying, I'm not gonna, this is a straight path to the goal, and you're throwing all this garbage in my way, so you know what, I'm not even gonna deal with this. I'm gonna knock this wall out, and I'm gonna come through this way and knock another hole out the wall. I don't give a fuck if I just destroyed somebody's house or if I just fucking trashed whatever. I don't care how long it took you to build that, but I'm not dealing with that bullshit. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna get there, and I'm not gonna feel sorry about it when I get there, and I'm gonna keep moving on with my life. What are you gonna do about it? So all this was going on in my head, and it starts to make me think, when you raise your kids, what do you actually tell them about how to live life? Should you tell them to play fair and have integrity and be honest? Because, as we all know, the saying goes, the nice guy finishes last. And it seems to be true. The nice guy finishes last. The bastard who only cares about themselves and does whatever they have to do to win, for the most part, ends up getting exactly what they were trying to get, and they feel no sorrow or remorse for whoever they had to step on to get there. While the other person who's trying to be fair and play within the rules and play within the boundaries and the limits ends up getting left behind. And then you say, well, life is not fair. Well, maybe life is not fair. Maybe this shit is not about fairness. It's about who's going to go take it. It's about who has the fucking balls to grab that shit and hold on to it any way that you see fit and not let it go and not give up. And fairness is some bullshit, arbitrary idea that we put into situations that the universe does not revolve around. Life isn't fair. If you really look at what is fair about life, look at some of these children that are born with abnormalities and deficiencies and are all twisted up with all that are just fucked up. That ain't fair. People walking down the street minding their own business catch a stray bullet to the face. What's fair about that? while the bastards who starting the beef and shooting, they escape unscathed. You know, life is definitely not fair, and maybe that's the problem. We're trying to play fair in a game that's unfair. We're trying to bring rules to something that has no rules. You know what I mean? We're trying to build laws in a lawless land, and that's why you're losing, and the desperados are winning because they don't give a shit. They don't follow those laws. They don't follow those rules. So is that what we should be teaching the kids about how to be in life? Or do you continue to teach them about morals and values and play fair and watch them struggle and possibly, you know, live a mediocre, pedantic existence and, you know, just be disgusted with where they end up, you know, at the end of how many years, you know, they spend on this planet? You know what I'm saying? I have no answers. I don't have a stance on this either way. Just ideas that came to me, just something I was thinking about. Actually, it came to me while I was falling asleep, so I was like half conscious and kind of dreaming, and I just thought it would be interesting to have a podcast about it, and listening to Goat say what he was saying kind of facilitated those thoughts that, yeah, he is right. And when those people did what they did, because basically it's exactly what they did when they sit there and they put this stuff in non-for-profit. How many views do you really think real non-for-profit videos are actually getting on YouTube? Maybe 2,000, 3,000 views. So when this guy has 300,000 subscribers and he's getting 150,000 views per video and he puts it in non-for-profit, of course he's going to crush everybody else in non-for-profit, right? But then here's the thing. Here's another thing that occurred to me today. We all, you know, booed and hemmed and hawed at it, and we were disgusted by it. But you will notice all of the people who were searching for non-for-profit and activism and whatever else categories he was labeling his videos, and I'm talking about FPS Russia right now, his channel grew. So the people who found his videos that were searching for that stuff, they didn't get disgusted and thumbs him down. They actually subscribed to him. So what does that tell you now? We were all mad that he was doing that, but those people subscribed to his channel. And his channel actually gets double, triple, quadruple, quintuple the views of subscribers that he has. He doesn't even have 2 million subs. I saw a video on his channel that has 18 million views. He has a couple that have 8 million, 9 million, 4 million. So the people weren't so disgusted with him. They found his channel misleadingly, liked his material, subbed to him, and watched his videos. So then, in retrospect, did he actually do something negative, or was he the one? You know, was he the visionary out of everybody else? It was like, you know what? If it really was that disgusting, if anybody would be upset about it, wouldn't you, the person searching for activism and not-for-profit, coming across somebody shooting off guns with those labels in their video, get pissed off and disgusted, it thumbs him down, flag the video, and all that stuff? No. Instead, all those people subscribe to him. If he had kept doing just gaming and left it and actually put his stuff in gaming, he might be at 500,000 subs right now. He would be nowhere near where he is right now. Not to mention the money that he has to be making off of YouTube right now, because I guarantee you, they're not paying him the same that they pay his regular people, and with the views that he's getting, he's raking it in. So what does that tell you? Do you think he gives a shit? You know, let's like right now, if I went and did something underhanded to bring in views, and my channel blew up to 200,000 subs, and every single subscriber that I have right now just became disgusted with me and unsubscribed to my channel, did you really affect me? Like, okay, I lost 800 of you, I have 200,000 to replace you. Am I really gonna care? And I can't say that I would or wouldn't. I don't know. I can sit here and say I wouldn't give a shit. I got 200,000, and if it happened, actually would be disgusted at the fact that I sunk so low to get this, and then I can turn around and say, nah, I would be disgusted, and therefore I'm not going to do it, and then if it happened, probably wouldn't give a shit. I have no idea either way, but I'm just saying, you know, you as a viewer, a YouTube director, whatever you want to call yourself, that does videos on YouTube, if that happened to you, where would you stand? If you did some underhanded thing and your channel exploded because of it, would you feel too bad about the person that you wronged, Or would it just be the law of the universe that you're living out, that, you know, the person who goes for it and takes it is the person that's going to succeed. The bastard who's sitting back, waiting for their opportunity, waiting for the time to be right, waiting for the time to be fair, trying to make sure that everybody gets a fair shake, trying not to step on anybody's toes, he's going to get left behind. Not only is he going to get left behind, he's going to get his spot taken. He's going to get his only opportunity stolen because he was too much of a punk ass to do what needed to be done to get what he wanted to get. While the other guy, he threw his balls to the wall and went at it. He didn't care if he got ridiculed, if he got hate, if he got a bunch of, you know, hateful emails, if people unsubbed, whatever. The ends justifies the means. You know, does it actually work that way? Do you actually, you know, where do you stand on that? I mean, you can look at people like G-Unit, you know, put out that fake nuke video. Got a lot of hate, probably to this day still gets hate. But it didn't stop his channel from taking off. Do you think he gives a shit about that hate? You still view the videos. Then on the other hand, you have Flux HD, who got that shout out from Woody and blew up to 13,000 subs in a week, and then all of a sudden he's not on YouTube anymore. So I don't know if he started getting hate and couldn't take the pressure, or if he couldn't take the pressure of people constantly trying to get at him. I don't know why he closed his YouTube channel. But what side of it do you fall on? You know, do you believe that hard work and true talent and cultivating skill and playing by the rules and being compassionate and playing fair is actually a viable plan to how to live out your life to accomplish what you want to accomplish? Or is all of that bullshit, and that's the garbage that the weak-minded and the losers feed their kids because they don't have the guts to grab life by the balls and squeeze till that bitch submits to you? Let me know what you think, where you stand on it. Just some thoughts that were on my mind. It's your boy Sontwisted. For PC Central, I'm out. Peace!